12 huge EastEnders spoilers for next week. Hey EastEnders fans, the drama is heating up next week in Albert Square, and we've got 12 massive spoilers you don't want to miss. From Vinny being in danger to Nishs Revenge plot reaching new heights, and even the return of Bianca. There's so much happening, including Harry's new scheme that's bound to stir up trouble. Stick around as we dive into all the shocking twists coming your way from September 23rd to 27th. Plus, we've got an exclusive collection of 42 spoiler pictures for you to get a sneak peek at the chaos that's about to unfold. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss an EastEnders update. Let's get into it. 1. Nish sets up Vinny. Nish is pushing forward with his revenge, and this time he's targeting his own son, Vinny. He's planning to make Vinny take the fall for his money laundering scheme at the chicken shop. The plan? A shady cash handover between Vinny and Harty right in the square gardens. It's all set up to make Vinny look guilty, but Suki, who's always had a strong gut instinct when it comes to her family, steps in and tries to warn Vinny. She knows something's off and pleads with him not to go through with it. But Vinny, wanting to prove himself, brushes off his mum's concerns. He's determined to show he can handle things on his own, so he heads to the drop-off point, ignoring all the red flags. What he doesn't know is that Nish is pulling the strings from behind the scenes, setting him up to take the blame. With tensions running high, it's clear things are about to get messy. Will Vinny see the trap before it's too late, or is he walking straight into a disaster? 2. Reiss is shut out. On the day of Debbie's funeral, emotions are already running high, and Reiss is trying to keep it together. Martin comes through to support him after getting a call from Sonia, knowing that Reiss needs someone by his side. Just as they're about to head out to say their final goodbyes, Debbie's parents, Brenda and Hugh, show up unannounced. It's clear from the moment they walk in that they're not there to make peace. They bluntly tell Reiss that he's not welcome at the funeral, leaving him stunned. Reiss, understandably upset, tries to reason with them. He's desperate to attend the service, wanting to pay his respects to Debbie, but Brenda and Hugh won't budge. They've made up their minds, and no amount of pleading is going to change that. It's a brutal moment for Reiss, realizing he won't be able to say goodbye properly, as he's left standing there, hurt and powerless. 3. Teddy and Jack face off. Teddy and Sharon manage to convince Phil to give Harry a trial shift at the Arches. Harry isn't too interested in the new job, but decides to prove a point when Jack comments on his work ethic. Later, Teddy pays Jack a visit and threatens him, not pleased about his comments towards Harry. 4. Suki learns the truth. Suspicious about what Nish is doing, Suki decides to meet up with Harty in the cafe. He tells her that Nish has tipped off the police and they will arrest Vinny when he gets to the drop-off point. Suki acts quickly and tells Vinny what Nish is planning. Vinny arrives back at number 41 and Suki advises him to leave Walford. 5. Bianca returns to Walford. Martin arranges a wake in the Vic to allow Reiss to say his goodbyes to Debbie. Reiss is touched, and at the pub, he reads out his eulogy for his wife. But at that moment, Bianca bursts in, demanding answers. 6. Vinny is in danger. Vinny takes Suki's advice and gets in a cab to leave Walford. But he doesn't know that it is a trap and grows scared when he realizes that he has been set up. Meanwhile, Suki panics when she can't get hold of Vinny. Will he be okay? 7. Harry is up to no good. Harry's off to a rocky start when he doesn't bother showing up for his first shift at the Arches. Teddy, who was counting on him, is left frustrated and upset by the no-show. It's not the best first impression, and you can feel the tension brewing as everyone's wondering what's going on with Harry. But just when it seems like he's already messing things up, he gets a chance to turn things around in an unexpected way. Out of nowhere, Kathy's handbag gets stolen and it's Harry who comes to the rescue. He manages to track down the thief and gets the bag back for her, surprising everyone. For a moment, it looks like Harry's redeemed himself and that maybe he's got more to offer than people thought. It's a feel-good moment for him, and it seems like he's on the right track, gaining a little trust back after blowing off work earlier. But things take a shady turn when Harry makes a mysterious phone call while he's alone. It quickly becomes clear that he's up to something dodgy, and his new job at the Arches is just a front for whatever scheme he's got in the works. Harry's not just there for the paycheck, he's using this opportunity to play a much bigger game, and it's only a matter of time before his real intentions come to light. 8. Bianca accuses Reiss back at the house. Things start getting tense when Bianca confronts Reiss about Sonia's arrest. She's not holding back, demanding answers, but Reiss quickly feels the pressure and bolts out, completely overwhelmed. It's clear he's struggling with everything that's been happening, and Bianca's questions aren't making it any easier, but Bianca's not one to give up easily, so she's determined to dig deeper and figure out what's really going on. After taking a breather, Bianca comes at Reiss with a different angle. This time, she flat out accuses him of killing Debbie. The accusation hits hard and Reiss is visibly shaken. For a moment, it looks like Bianca might be onto something, as Reiss seems on the verge of confessing. But just as he's about to spill, Martin and Kat show up, cutting the moment short. The interruption leaves everyone hanging, but Bianca isn't backing down. Even after the close call, Bianca remains convinced that Reiss is somehow involved in Debbie's death. She's not letting it go and is ready to take things to the next level. Desperate to uncover the truth, Bianca decides to push even harder, resorting to whatever measures she can to get Reiss to admit what really happened. She's determined to get to the bottom of this, no matter the cost. 9. Teddy is worried. At McClunky's, Harry finally meets up with his mysterious contact, and it's clear that they're discussing something shady. However, things take a turn when Jack accidentally overhears their conversation. Sensing trouble, he jumps into action and orders a warrant to search the garage, putting Harry right in the spotlight. With the police now involved, Phil starts to see Harry as a liability and decides to cut his job trial short, worried about the implications of having someone like Harry around. Later on, Teddy steps in and gives Harry a serious warning about the situation. He reminds him that things could get really messy if the police start digging into their activities. Teddy knows the stakes are high and emphasizes how important it is for Harry to be careful. He's trying to protect his son from potential fallout, but Harry seems to be walking a fine line, caught up in whatever scheme he's brewing. The tension is palpable, and it feels like trouble is just around the corner. 10. Martin helps Bianca. After everything that's gone down this week, Martin steps up to support Reiss, offering him a much-needed shoulder to lean on. During their conversation, Reiss opens up about Bianca's recent diagnosis of depression, shedding light on the struggles she's been facing. It's a heavy moment for both of them, as Reiss feels the weight of his partner's pain and the impact it has on their lives. Martin listens carefully, showing empathy and understanding, which helps Reiss feel a little less isolated in his worries. Later, Martin seeks out Bianca at the Vic, wanting to connect with her and check in on how she's holding up. When they sit down to talk, it's a real moment of honesty between them. Bianca shares her struggles and the toll her depression has taken on her life, finally voicing what she's been going through. Martin provides a safe space for her to express her feelings, and they discuss the challenges of dealing with mental health. It's a heartfelt conversation that highlights the importance of support and connection during tough times. 11. Teddy helps Harry. As the square gossips about Harry, Teddy gets Phil to allow his son to complete his trial week at the Arches. Meanwhile, Teddy organizes a charity event for Sonia at Mitchell's Autos, in a bid to clear Harry's name. Phil is shocked when he finds out about the fundraiser, but when Teddy tells him that the event was Harry's idea, Phil decides to give him his job back. But Jack continues to be suspicious about Harry and Teddy, and the family are worried. 12th Kat gives advice. Bianca wakes up at Kat's flat, and Kat tells her that she needs to face up to her actions and see the GP about her erratic behavior. Later, Bianca meets up with Martin and tells him once again that she doesn't trust Reiss. She decides to take Kat's advice to see the GP, but she ends up missing her appointment to attend the fundraising event for Sonia. Thanks for joining us for this week's deep dive into the latest EastEnders drama. With everything from Nishs Revenge against Vinny to Bianca's emotional return and the tangled web of secrets surrounding Reiss, it's clear that Albert Square is heating up. We hope you enjoyed our breakdown of these 12 huge spoilers and are just as excited as we are to see how these storylines unfold. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is in the most trouble next week? And if you want to stay updated on all things EastEnders, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll keep you posted on every twist and turn so you never miss a moment of the action. Until next time, take care and see you in the square.